What is up? What's up? Hello, hello. We're back again. Stream start up in a little bit. About like 20 seconds. Some big news today though. So crazy. Crazy. Day to day. Okay. How was your guys' 1st of July? It is officially start of July today. July 1st. You know what? I'll put it in the title actually. You know what? I don't know if it matters, but let's first let's take down the photo. The starting soon splash. Alright. What we'll do is probably let's just take that out. Shoot, do I have some suggestive? What's this? Oh, okay. Oh, I have VR chat open. No, I don't. Sorry guys, I'm not retard. Alright, there we go. So we'll put it in the title, maybe July 1st, 2026. Well, I should put it in square brackets. Alright, anyway, July 1st, 2026. Dude, like this, I'm not gonna lie. This news is pretty much unavoidable. Like, check it out. Dude, this news is like completely unavoidable. Everybody's responding. I mean, reporting it, sorry. Literally everybody is reporting this news. Okay, hold on. Can I check my subscriptions? No, I don't have any news channels I'm subscribed to. Okay, it's my other channel. Alright. I know what I'm following. I don't really like watch slop content. So let's try to search that out. Maybe like Mudahar or something like that. Just check out him first. Muda. Yeah, everyone's reporting this news. Yeah, Mudahar just released it 1 hour ago. I'm not gonna lie, Charlie Penguin Zero. He I think just released it too. A few minutes ago. Actually, about an hour ago. This is not like obscure news at all. I don't know if I'm just redundant reporting this. If you check the Google News, Nintendo Life, you see it. Where is it? Oh, it's actually not here. Okay, I can't find it immediately. I don't know, it doesn't organize it chronologically. Anyway, yeah, Kotaku. Even Anime News Network. I was just looking at it. Right here. Video Chronicles. Right here. They, like, bro, this is such, like, widespread news. I feel like such a broken record to, like, also report on it. Okay. Yeah. I guess today specifically, maybe it's like a slower news day, so I don't know. This is also like important news. Sony's closing PlayStation Store on PS3 and Vita. What? Oh my god. Hold on. That's actually important too. Wait, when? When? Oh my god. Okay, you know what? That's a way more important thing to report. We are going to be... I want to also include that, though. That's a thing, too. Sony shutting down PS Store on PS3, PS3/Vita. Damn it! I reached the 100 character limit. Whatever, I think that's good enough. Ugh. That should have a space. Fuck, that should have a space. Oh my god, this is triggering my... Anyway, whatever. Okay, guys, so... Dude, what is this video? It's pretty cool. I'm gonna check that out. That sounds like... Yeah, Facebook needs to be, like, called out. Bro, good. That sounds like an interesting video. Alright. Off topic, it looks like there's a massive streamer risk got y'all acting crazy. I swear to god, what are these like current thumbnail and titles? There's too much rage bait. We are not the same. When you tell a black person they act... Ew! Oh, fuck. Are you an Arab? No, you're not. Alright. But yeah, anyway, like I was saying, these titles and thumbnails, I don't know what it is. Maybe they get like, maybe this is the new new thing you're supposed to do. Oh shoot! Whoops! Oops! I didn't click on that. Anyway. Sorry, I just got like that was hard to. Maybe that's the point. That was hard to ignore. Anyway. So yeah. Where do I even start? I guess we can start. We can like having like calmer intro right now, and then maybe get into the news eventually. Like get to the news in not too long. Dude, off topic, I just realized. I'm 23 years old. I'm a 23-year-old grown man. It is hard to realize some of the people you watched are like some people you really liked, like you have a completely different opinion now. You have a completely different opinion on them, like right now, compared to before. That's a hard pill to swallow, but yeah. Specifically, the person I'm referring to is I don't know if you guys know, but He's like I don't know if he's an older YouTuber. I know he was pretty popular a while ago. Right now, I'm not gonna lie, he's kind of washed up. But I'm referring to the anime man, Joey the anime man. Dude, I'm gonna be honest. Anime man. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't like it at all. I actually never liked it. I didn't like it for a long time. Dude, I swear to God. Nintendo is like the most like traditional. I don't know how to say it. Like they are the most stubborn traditional company I have ever seen. Even like the people who are employees. I'm guessing more like higher up employees. They're always this like ancient fossils. Like what is this? Like they are insanely old. 11 months ago. Jesus Christ, did not upload it. A year ago, 2 years ago. I was really trying to push this cringy clothing brand in my life. This anime will destroy you, hunting for the rarest Shonen Jump magazine in Japan. $200,000 views, 85k views, 200k views, 100k views, with 3.3 million subs. I mean, it's really not good. I'm not gonna lie. Well, yeah. Anyway, but I got into a bit of a tangent. Like I was saying, yeah. Nintendo. It looks like such a. I don't know how to say it. Company like such a company like towards youth, but they have such an archaic way of running their company. Even their employees. I'm guessing this is a pretty higher up employee. Looking at him, I'm guessing he's a higher up employee. I can't really tell you why, but I don't know. Maybe yeah, he probably he's a former employee though. I don't know. 33k views though. It's not that great. It's not a bad video actually. It's not a bad idea for a video. But yeah, this is such a sad state for a YouTube channel. Or this is such a sad state for a channel that I really liked and used to watch, bro. Okay. Yeah, this is the video when I got into the anime, man. I'm not gonna lie, his decline really started a while ago, like definitely over 5 years ago. His decline really started. I'm not gonna lie, he is so, I don't know how to say this, childish. He still has this very childish. Wait, what is this? Okay, finally something cool. What is this? Anime site for 2020. I don't know what that is. Okay, finally. some gold in the sea of trash. Yeah. By the way, this video just like caught my attention, and there's something that bothers me about this video. Australian is not. You're obviously not Australian. Like you're putting like Japanese and Australian. I don't think you mean the national. I don't think you mean the ethnicity of Australia. You mean the nationality. If you mean you're half Japanese and half Australian, unless you mean half Japanese living in Japan, I'm guessing you mean half Japanese, half I don't know which part of Europe, but probably like some sort of like Europe. Half Japanese, half European. That's where you are. You're not Australian, dude. Okay. Yeah. I don't know what it is. The clickbait, like this, like when he started ramping up the huge clickbait. Like he used to have these, like this, like character, with like some sort of foreground character, some sort of foreground element, and then obviously background element to those thumbnail designs. And then he started with this very clickbait thumbnails. He has a very like giant chin, very giant chin, and also a giant I don't know, very like childish hair too. He's still keeping this. He's had this since like what, like 20? I'm guessing like 20 or like 19. Back in like 2011, he's still carrying that. I think he's still carrying that right now. No, he gave up that, thankfully. But he was carrying that for a long time, at like 27. But grow up, bro. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, around this point, yeah, he had like a mix of these like soy face, cringy, like no. I think it started way earlier. Yeah, around like this point. Around like this point. When he dropped this like art, when he dropped this like character art, and he started ramping up the huge clickbait. But his old videos are really good. Okay, is that enough filler? Okay. Okay. Okay, now I guess we can start. It's not really like filler. I'm just saying it's like a chance for everyone to come in, join the stream, come in, just relax for a little bit, and then we're gonna start the heavy news. Okay, that's enough relaxing. I'm not gonna lie. Let's mute the audio. All right, so yeah, we can start the news. So okay, as you guys can as you guys know, the PS3. How old is the PS3? PS3. No, I think it was released in 2006, obviously, but I think in November 2006. Here we go. Here we go. The first review results are just news. I'm not gonna lie, it's annoying. Here we go. So yeah, the PS3 was. I'm gonna just. I'm gonna choose November. Japanese release. November 11th, 2006. It's about to be 20 years old in not too long from now, which is absolutely insane. And yeah, as you guys know, the PS3 at launch was not that popular. It was very, very questionable. It was a confusing console back then, and after a while, trying to get games on it was an incredible difficulty. But at some point later on in the life, probably around like the 2010s, that's when the PS3 had a huge explosion in quality, in the game selection, in the software, in the digital releases, and people. I think after a while, the developers tried maybe like understood. I, I understood how developing on it would work, but I'm not gonna lie. Ports were some ports were like a lot of ports were unfortunately made to be were made a bit worse than the 360 port, which is the competing console, because of this stupid things. The the cell processor architecture. But yeah, after a while, uh, yeah, around like 2016, and like going into 2017 and 2018, this console started to fade more and more. And by like obviously 2020, the PS5 released. Now, I think it is time when the PS3 is unfortunately going to be on its last. It's going to be eventually totally killed. I think this is going to be probably close to the final blow of the PS3, because right now it has just been announced that the PS Store, PlayStation Store, on the 6th gen will now be completely discontinued. I don't know exactly. Yeah, 2027, which is insane. I can't believe that they took 20 years to completely kill the last remaining like remnant of the PlayStation 3. I thought they kind of just moved on, but that's really good that they kept it up for so long. No chat so far? Nope. Okay. Sorry, just checking my quality right now. All right, there we go. All right, we're good. Sorry about that. Okay, so yeah, so like I was saying, around in 2027, the PS3 console will now be having no way to get games for it, buy games for it, and yeah, I guess or digital game, sorry, and yeah, you probably won't be able to download your remaining your library that you have for the PS store. Okay, so yeah, according to this article from, according to this news source, it just came out. The hell? It just came out actually like, wait, that doesn't make any sense. 1:08 p.m. It's 1:18 p.m. Wait, this has to be some sort of like other time zone. Where are they located? Okay, well, I don't really know. Oh, here we go. Scottish games journalist and author with 18 years of experience, formerly of official Nintendo magazine. Okay, I just need to know where you're located. How did you do this? I was streaming for like 35 minutes. Obviously, I had this up the whole time, but you just uploaded this 10 minutes ago. Obviously that doesn't make sense. That's not right. Anyway, sorry about that. That's a side tangent. Okay, so yeah, as it says right here, Sony has announced that it will be closing the PS Store on PS3 and Vita after nearly 2 decades of supporting the PS3. Blah 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 blah. I just need the facts. According to Sony, the PS3 store will first close in Mexico. What? Okay, that's random. It will first close in Mexico, Honduras, Nicaragua in August 2026. Dude, yo, Mexico, Honduras, and Nicaragua. You guys, you guys are out of luck, bro. For some reason, they targeted you first. They targeted you guys. They didn't like you, I guess. They didn't want you to have a PS Store first. Why did they? Why did they choose Mexico, Honduras, and Nicaragua? That is the most random choice to close first, or to choose for closure first. I guess they really did not like those places, or those the gamers in those places, the PlayStation gamers. All right. Anyway, uh, August 26th, they'll close in those locations, followed by additional Latin American and Middle Eastern countries in late 2026. Interesting choice. Okay, I don't know what to say. um, okay, I guess that's unfortunate for Latin American and Middle Eastern countries. I still don't know why they don't just like roll out for every single country in one date. That's really weird. I don't know why. Okay, so apparently they're saying in late 2026. And also, by the way, they gave them 1 month, by the way, or 2 months, by the way, for the Central American countries, which what at least give them like 6 months or something like that. I don't know, a few months. Okay, in late 2026, apparently, Latin American, Middle Eastern are next. So by 2026, there's probably going to be 3 regions. I guess East Asian, um, African, not African, probably. Africa is gigantic. West African, East African. Um, there's no North African because that's connected, at least culturally, to the Middle East. And then European, and then North American. So I'm guessing by 2026, that's the only regions remaining for some reason. I don't know what's going on. That's what they chose apparently. Okay, so all right, the PS3 and Vita stores in all other countries will be closed. Will then close. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, I guess we're gonna be stopping um individual regions, like closer one by one. Apparently, we're doing that though in 2026. For Latin American, some Central American countries. There's no places like El Salvador. There's no places like Guatemala. And there's no places like Costa Rica. And I can't say Cuba because that's not really Central American, Caribbean. I don't know. That's really all I know. But yeah, I guess those places. I guess it's going to be with the rest of the world in July 2027. I don't know. I guess they have a vendetta for those specific places. Sony has a vendetta for those places. I don't know. I say that as a joke, by the way, but I'm guessing there's like something that makes them close those places first. Anyway, uh, as the PlayStation Store continues to evolve to support modern commerce systems, including updated payment processing standards. I what? What does that have anything to do with the PS3 closing? Wait, what does that have anything to do with the topic? All right, sorry about that. Sorry about that. I was confused. PS3 and PS Vita are no longer able to support these updates at the level required. That is so cryptic. Okay. Sony says that's kind of suspicious. That's kind of a bit creepy how they put that. We know this news may be disappointing to the PS3 and PS Vita players. I don't think it's not that big of a deal. I'm not gonna lie. They had like 20 years. Who hold a special place in their heart for the generation of gaming. For this generation of gaming, PS3 and PS Vita represent an important era in our PlayStation history. So this was not an easy decision for us to make. Apparently it was though, because you just took this in like one. Oh, well, first off, you're closing certain regions in like a month or something like that. All right, I have to be fair. In 2 months, it's not like that makes it better. But yeah, you're closing this so like quickly. Obviously, it was an easy decision. That's that's kind of just obvious. I don't know why you need to lie about that. As we continue to expand the PlayStation experience on newer devices that most of our users are playing on today. Oh, sorry, I'm a retard. As we continue to expand the PlayStation experience on newer devices that most of our users are playing on today, we need to focus more resources on delivering the best gaming experience on these platforms as we look ahead towards the future. Interesting. Okay, so that was the last quote apparently from who was he? Who are these quotes from? Sony apparently. I'm guessing a Sony PR team. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. This is very hard to comment on. I don't know really anything about how a company runs and how generally how, I don't know how to say this, how like a gaming console works. Obviously it's a computer, but I don't know how it like exactly how. I know how a computer works, but like I don't. Okay, sorry. This sounds it sounds really dumb, but like I don't know how a game I don't know how a computer is different from a gaming console. I don't know what like a core mechanics of like a computer is. I don't know. I guess it's a bit hard for me to comment on exactly what is happening in like this department to like give like a detailed uh to give like a detailed analysis of the situation. Okay, that's just me. That's just me. Okay, so continuing on, as we continue to expand the PlayStation experience on newer devices that most of our users are playing on today, we need to focus more resources on delivering the best gaming experience on these platforms as we look ahead to the future. Actually, you know what? That makes perfect sense, and I agree 100% with what the Sony representative here is saying. I guess if PlayStation 3 is taking up like effort and resources that could be like used for newer projects, it's best to just move on from it, bro. Honestly, if it's such a it's been 20 years. You can move on. You don't need to be obligated to keep it up. Sony had previously attempted to close the PlayStation 3 store. Oh, really? PlayStation 3 and PSVS digital store back in 2021, announcing it will be closed. It's going to close the store along with the PSP store that summer. After player backlash. Oh, so people weren't happy. I kind of vaguely remember that. Honestly, yeah, I can understand the backlash. That's way too soon. Like the PS5 did not have any time at all. Very like that's something I would not be happy about at all. But yeah, after player backlash, Sony U-turned on the decision, with the SIE president Jim Ryan saying, "Upon further reflection, it's clear that we made the wrong decision here." I can understand this, but I'm not gonna lie, you should not have made this decision to begin with. That just makes you look like completely inconsistent and unprofessional when you're literally just making like this giant decision and then just completely reversing a decision. Like, you should really like make sure this is a very like concrete decision. This is a decision you really thought about, instead of just like trying to just like go back on a major decision like this. Completely stupid, unprofessional. I don't know why they started. I don't know why they did that. They should not have ever announced this to begin with. But what was going on with Sony like at that point, bro? I don't know why that was a good idea. Upon further reflection, it's clear that we made the wrong decision here. Okay. I guess they went back on, or they waited a bit of took a bit more time, and then I'm guessing they continued this decision right now, and or specifically next year. I guess that was a much better time. I'm not gonna lie. Waiting up until 2027 is a smart decision, but I'm not gonna lie, it might be a bit too long. You should have like maybe closed it in like 2025. Does anyone really use the PS Store at that point in like 2025? Like, everything was pretty easy. Like the okay, right now things are really going up actually in price. But back then in 2021, a lot of chips. There was a huge chip shortage. If you guys didn't know, in 2021, 2022, there was a massive like chip shortage. And yeah, in 2020 and 2021, 2022, there was like a massive chip shortage, I think related to like COVID or something like that. I don't really I did look. I wasn't paying attention to the reason why. I was, I think, like 17 or 18. But I remember trying to build a gaming PC at the time, and the prices on gaming graphics cards were like astronomically high, because there was a massive surge in demand, and obviously massive, very little supply of it. So that was a really terrible decision by 2021, because nobody could realistically get any alternative to the PS3. So people were still, what am I, retarded? The PS4 was released. They couldn't really get access to really any like current gaming consoles. So yeah, a lot of people were still using the PS3. Same for me, actually. I was using the PS3 back then very heavily. I even bought a game in I think like 20. Last PS Store game I bought was like 2020. Actually, no, it was 2020, because I bought Hatsune Miku Project Diva F. Awesome game, by the way. Amazing game. It's like kind of Osu, but with the with the controller. What was I talking about? I got into the PS Store. A chip shortage. Yeah, like there was like a chip shortage, and like right now it started to flare back up again. But obviously the current situation is so much more different than how it was back then. how it was in 2021. The PS5, pretty much a lot of people have a PS5. Even even people who are like not very economically fortunate right now, like probably a lot of them have a PS5. So yeah, like this is kind of sad news, very sad news. I don't actually care. What am I saying? This is sad news. I don't actually care. I guess this is sad because it's like an end to something, to like an end to something that's been around for a long time. But yeah, um, at the end of it, I don't think most people care. So great decision by Sony. This is a huge, like this is like this has been this has pretty much been in the works for a long time. It's been announced to before. Right now, it is the best decision to move on from the PS3 and the PS Vita era. Um, this is coming from a person who doesn't have a PS4 or PS5. I only have a PS3. I'm not gonna lie, I'm never using the PS Store. I'm gonna be pirating my games. Like I'm gonna be completely transparent with you. I'm gonna be home brewing the PS3 and getting all my games for free. I'm not gonna be getting go like buying anything for the PS Store, at least anymore. Especially right now when the homebrew scene is so much more advanced than, or so much more developed than how it used to be. Uh, but yeah, unpin. Oh, yeah. So that was the news this for this segment. That was the news for Sony and what's happening right now. On other news, which was actually it was just today. But yeah, anyway, on other news, we have Netflix. You know them, you love them. Netflix is now developing a live action, I'm guessing movie or show for the Persona series. Uh, I know a lot of people are gonna have mixed feelings about this. So this news comes to us from a the very like well-known source called Anime News Network. So shout outs to them. Thanks for like bringing this up. Uh, thanks for writing this and sharing it. And yeah, I haven't actually checked out what other things are happening right now in anime. I don't really like keep up with anime at all. Really, what's going on right now? Okay, we got a few things happening here. A lot of things have nothing really to do it, or it has really no giant significance. It's more so just like very niche things getting released or something like that. I don't know, or some news. Oh, this is pretty. Yeah, which studio revealed Mona original TV series by director Takahashi Katagiri, slated for spring 2027 debut. Omoyo Asega. Okay, I'm not sure really anything about which studio or what is happening with them recently. But yeah, I guess that's something for anime fans to get into. I'm not really an anime fan. I don't really like anime. I'm not gonna lie. Uh, but yeah. Anyway, back to our main topic here. Apparently, Variety. I'm not sure what this is referring to. So the headline is Variety: Netflix developing live action Persona series. Our entertainment industry news outlet Variety reported on Monday that Netflix is developing a live action series based on Persona video game series from Atlas. I really hope this is from a Japanese studio, and this is going to be Japanese characters, though. I mean, obviously, I'm not gonna cry if it's I don't know, going to take place in Missouri or something like that. Or I'm not gonna lie, I think I would cry if it was taking place in Missouri. If it was taking place anywhere in the U.S., I think I would actually cry. Uh, I'm saying if it was taking place in, I don't know, anywhere, basically anywhere. Uh, I was joking, by the way. I don't really care. I don't care if it takes place anywhere, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I don't know. It would be more accurate to have like a Japanese like roster of characters. Although Variety noted that each main game in the franchise has its own story setting, its report did not specify if the planned adaptation is based on a particular game entry. Interesting. Okay, so apparently the specific game right now they're showing Persona 5, but it could be pretty much any other title. It just pretty much specified a Persona game series from Atlas. Through Variety noted that each main game. Oh, so I'm guessing Variety is the source of this information. Okay, but yeah, the specific series is not exactly specified from uh the information from Variety. Okay, interesting. All right, all right. I'm not gonna lie. This looks interesting. This looks pretty cool. I don't know. I don't really care. I don't know what to say. I'm not gonna lie. Persona isn't even that good. Like, it's not even really that good. It's kind of overrated. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just saying, like, the fan base is just really annoying. Really annoying. Okay, so Persona is a spin-off of the Shin Megami Tensei video game franchise developed by Atlas and owned by Sega. The role-playing game series debuted with the first game in 1996 for the Sony PlayStation console. Does any? I'm actually kind of curious. Did anyone even bother like playing at all the first Persona game? I'm not gonna lie. I mostly got into the Persona series because I don't like Shin Megami Tensei. I think I don't know. I don't like anything really about Shin Megami Tensei. Shin Megami Tensei. It's just not appealing to me in any sort of way. I'm not into the. Well, I can like RPGs, but if it's like, if the theme is like relevant, if the theme's about anything I'm interested in, I'm not interested in like this like fantasy nerd trash. I'm not really interested in that. So yeah, Persona is way more interesting than Shin Megami Tensei, but Persona is actually not that interesting to begin with. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Mostly I like Persona much more than Shin Megami Tensei because it's like based on Japan itself, and I like Japan way more than this like fictional, made up, stupid world. But yeah, anyway, Persona 3 Reload, the remake of Atlas Persona 3 RPG launched for the PS5, PS4, Game Boy, whatever hell more consoles, blah blah blah. In February 2024, the game was also available for the Xbox Game Pass at launch. The game launched for the Nintendo Switch 2 in October. Okay, I don't care. Why did you specify this? Bro, I don't care. Okay, this whole part was just a complete waste. I didn't need to know this. This didn't tell me anything. This wasn't news. This wasn't anything. I needed to know. Okay, thanks for that, guys, at the Anime News Network. Okay, Okay, it's just the same. It's just the same like thing you can just Google. It's just the same information about Persona 4 Revival. Wait, they remake Persona 4? When? Persona 4 Revival. I thought this was another like spin-off Persona 4 game. Don't we have Persona 4 Golden? That was actually just released, I think, like 16 or something. Was this necessary? Is this a remake of Persona 4? Dude, I'm not gonna lie. This looks like the biggest cash grab I have ever seen. This. I don't think needed to exist at all. Oh, by the way, I just realized. Did you know this character is a guy? I wait. No. That was another character. Wait, no. This character is a guy actually. Fun fact: this character is actually a man. I'm pretty sure. Is this it? Oh, I'm gonna double check. Actually, this is this complete tangent. But yeah, I just need to. I just wanted to show you something. I know this interesting fact for some reason. I think I learned it back in like 2014 or something like that, and I was like, wow, like this character is a guy. I was watching like an anime. Is it a guy or is it a girl? Uh, video, and I learned that fact for some reason. This character is a guy. So yeah. Anyway. I, I'm not gonna lie. I don't care enough. Uh, I was just kind of commenting on this game. I don't know why it exists. Wait, what is this? This is just some sort of like there's some sort of like response by the team. What's going on? Persona 4 has spawned numerous spin-off works, including TV anime, Persona 4 Arena. Oh, I actually heard Persona 4 the animation. I don't know if it was. I think that was the really good series, and apparently Persona 5 the animation was the bad like series. Oh, this is the character. This. I swear to God, these gooners. I swear to God. Anyway, this is what I mean. This is a guy. This is the guy in the series. Wait, hold on. Is this character is different. Oh, whoops. Okay, no, never mind. I accuse this character of being a guy. I guess I was wrong. So another character was this character, I guess. Anyway, what is going on here? There's like some sort of controversy or something. Additionally, we are actively preparing for the future development of the Persona series. As a studio, we are working hard to meet expectations of fans around the world, and our work is okay. This is just a generic PR response. I'm not sure. I don't think anything happened. Anyway, um, yeah, I guess Persona 4 Revival. This looks like a full-fledged, maybe remake or something like that. Maybe with extra content. It is set to launch early 2027. Holy! Wait. Whoa! They have huge models. I was used to like the Persona 4 Golden. I have the game, Persona 4 Golden. But yeah, I'll show you actually. I have the Persona 4 Golden game. Here. I don't know if you can see a Persona. Check this out. I have the game. I have Persona 4 Golden. I've actually been playing for quite a while, for 6 hours. I'm used to these like chibi characters, chibi looking characters. This looks like a PS Vita game. Not gonna lie. I think this looks like it was made for the PS Vita. What the hell? What's going on here? When do these characters drink alcohol? Aren't they like 14? Anyway, yeah, this you can see a lot more like into here. Yeah, they're very like chibi looking characters. Okay, can't really see too much. This is what I mean. It's very like chibi look compared to like this. This is like full. This is like Persona 4 models. That is cool, insane. Wait, hold on. Duo. Oh my god. What the hell? If their hair is shaking, oh my god, that is crazy. I guess this is not made for obviously for the Vita. This is not made for the Vita, but it was made for an actual, like, real console. Oh my god, this is Nanako. Or Nanako. Whoa, I'm used to this, like, very, like, chibi looking, like, Nanako. Sounds like I'm saying chibi Maruko. This, like, smaller version of, like, Nanako. Oh my god, is that actually how she looks? At this, I'm seeing these in a. I'm so used to seeing these characters. I'm not used to seeing these characters like this huge and adult looking. Oh my god! But hold on, this is off topic. I really want to see Persona 4 Revival. Oh my god, this is insane. I want to see this trailer. Hold on. I'm just gonna search it up here. Persona 4 Revival trailer. Dude, this is released not too. This was released quite a while ago. I'm not gonna lie. I think like a month ago or so, approaching a month ago. Pre-order trailer. Yeah, this was released about a month ago, pretty much a month ago. But this looks awesome. This looks really cool. Honestly, I'm way more interested in any like the Persona series than anything Shin Megami Tensei. Wait, hold on. What is going on with Shin Megami Tensei actually? I'm gonna show you. Oh god, you saw my hentai. I probably need to stop using the place where I read hentai. But yeah, this is kind of what I mean. You guys can like judge me if you want. I'm not interested in this like exaggerated like a world or the setting. I'm not interested in this. It's not like really. Well, it's not really like fantasy. I guess it's more like there's like a current infrastructure. So I'm guessing modern infrastructure. So I'm guessing it's some sort of uh, well, it's some sort of like supernatural world, and I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in, well, I'm interested in Japan. I'm interested in Japanese settings. Don't get me confused with me liking Japan. I don't like Japan, but I'm interested. I like the Japan theme or aesthetic. But yeah, I'm a completely cultural appropriator, bro. I don't really care for Japan itself. It's kind of a terribly ran country. Not gonna lie. But yeah, I'm interested in the culture, and it looks really cool. It doesn't have too much of that. It's more like a supernatural world. I much more prefer Persona series. Persona series to me, it's more like those, uh, what is it? You know those like dating sim, no, visual novel. Sorry, visual novel. Like Japanese visual novel, like the Canon, or Fate Stay Night, or um, Air, or I don't know, like like the big visual novels, basically. That take place in like Japan when you're just like going around it and experiencing experiencing like just like an anime, like Japanese feel. That is like my favorite, and it reminds me of a lot of those games. But it's like physical. It's not like just like it doesn't feel like a picture book. It feels like more like you're actually there. So it's pretty cool, honestly. That's why I like Persona series. And I'm not going. Yeah, Shin Megami Tensei is not in my. Uh, is not at all like up my alley. Yeah, I'm not saying it looks bad though. It doesn't look too bad. But yeah, I really hope it keeps this adaptation of Persona 5 that keeps that feeling of the Persona series. Saying a remake of Sega's original. Oh, Persona 4 is a remake of Sega. Blah blah blah. I just saying what Persona 4 revival is. Persona 5 shipped to PS4 and PS3, Japan, September 2016. Blah blah blah. Okay, Atlas confirmed earlier in June that it's developing a Persona 6. Oh shoot! So wait, confirmed earlier in June. Oh shoot! So it literally did confirm. Persona 6 is for the PS5, Xbox Series X, blah blah blah, a lot more consoles. The Xbox Cloud, what is that? Nah, who is playing on the Xbox Cloud? Is that like a what type of cloud? I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Yeah. So like what I was saying right now. Continue on from what I was saying, and the PC and Steam, the PC via Steam. Sorry, that is insane. I didn't know Persona 6 was being developed. What is Persona 6 possibly going to look like? Okay, first let's try to see it from the lens of maybe like the past few games. I guess Persona 6 would be maybe like it would obviously be set in Japan. Uh, I don't know what kind of ideas would they have for Persona 6? I have no idea. I think it's been like 10 years since Persona 5. Yeah, launched in 2016, September 2016. Actually, Persona 5 is going to turn 10 years old in 2 months. We're going to be streaming that. We're going to be live for the Persona 5 10-year anniversary. Hey, I do like Persona 5. But yeah, this is pretty cool. I'm excited um for apparently this live action Persona 5 series. I'm not gonna watch it. Don't be stupid. I'm not gonna watch that shit. But I am interested to see what it is and what it's gonna be like. My ideal, my ideal live action, because this can exist. This has pretty much existed. Other anime themed games having a um, live action media remake, live action television remake. My ideal kind of like my ideal live action series is like would be the Persona series, how it was with pretty much all characters. Ideally, it would be animated, but or ideally it would be sorry. Ideally it would be like 3D. But uh, I I would say using pretty much only like Japanese characters or Japanese people, and in a very traditional Japanese setting. It's basically like this is like a very like culturally Japanese game. It's sort of like Squid Game, but for like a Japanese like style instead of a Korean style, instead of like the Korean themed. And what else? What else? What else? What else? Yeah, yeah. So basically, I would say they can't honestly. Uh, I this is saying this is not making me too hopeful because the director apparently, sorry, not director, executive producer. Uh, isn't that kind of the same thing as director? Sorry, that's relevant. Christopher something. Last two Star Trek. Last two things he worked on were Star Trek Picard series seasons and 12 Monkeys apparently, 911 and Vision Quest. And the writer is 21 Laps Entertainment, who worked on Stranger Things, Free Guy, Deadpool, and Wolverine. Immediately, my hype is completely killed. But maybe they can like make it like not they can make it like Japanese themed, because this is a very Japanese themed, um, very 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 Japanese culturally, kind of like game series or specific. I don't know which game he's going to be. They're going to be working on. Likely they're going to be working on Persona 5. Likely they're going to be developing the Persona 5. It's just like Persona 5 specifically adaptation, because obviously Persona 5 is like by far the most popular like entry in the series by far. So they're probably obviously going to be adapting the Persona 5 game series. But honestly, I don't think I have really any hopes that this is going to be really any good. They should be really only Japanese, like they should be really only Japanese or um no, that's pretty much the the only person that would probably respect the uh, the culture of the game is like Japanese producers. Ideally, very very artsy Japanese producers. They're either gonna whitewash the the show or the the game, like the adaptation. Sorry, that's a word I was looking for. The adaptation. It's likely they pretty much are going to be. So I don't know what I don't say. I don't think I'm gonna have any high hopes for this specific for this specific series. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. That's actually very 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 sad news. It's not going to be really like a treated with like too much respect. I don't think it doesn't look like the executive producer who worked on Star Trek Picard. I don't think that has any real connection to the Persona 5. Or sorry, Persona 5, like Persona series, sorry. Persona series, like in general. No, but like I guess that's what's happening though, apparently. Well, okay. Sorry, this is off topic. Why did Atlas give any rights to this use? To this use? Obviously they're not gonna keep the culture the Japanese culture of the game series. Okay, I guess that's actually kind of disappointing. I'm not gonna lie. That's kind of actually very disappointing news. But I guess that's what's happening though right now. So uh yeah, Persona series will be getting like a live action adaptation by by Netflix. Series from Atlas, and this is coming from Variety Source via, I'm guessing, some sort of like a written interview or something like that. And this was confirmed a little bit of a while ago, probably like a month ago, but yeah, it's just been completely confirmed that the development of Persona 6, the next entry to the Persona 5 entry is going to be in development. It doesn't have any sort of confirmation date, and I'm guessing really any information. But we'll probably see. Probably next year there's going to be information. I'm guessing maybe in 2 years. Is 2 years too soon? I'm guessing it's way too soon. Probably like in the next like 4 years or 3 years. Probably 4 years. So maybe by 2030, we'll see maybe the launch of Persona 6. Somewhere in 2030. Probably early 2030, maybe March. So okay, yeah. But anyway, that's interesting news on that end. But yeah, so moving on to the next news for today. Okay, so yeah, sorry, I'm just checking maybe if something happened right now. Just making sure. I do in the Dark Ages, Revelation, new weapons, bridges, blah blah blah. I don't care. July 3, places. Okay, but I don't care. Is that an ad? I don't know why making an article an ad. I don't care, bro. Okay, anyway. Okay, that is interesting. So yeah, so those are the two news series of today. So we're gonna move on to the next big story of today. So as you guys know, Smash 6, dude. I don't know what to say. I think I should talk about this. This is Smash 6. I think I should talk about this game. I don't want to though. I don't care in the slightest for a new Smash title. I don't even know if I don't think there's going to be. First off, there should be, and financially, like that is like a stupid decision to like end it. To end it by Smash Ultimate, but a new entry does not make any sense. Granted, Windows 11, for example, does not make any sense to exist. Windows 10 was like pretty much, it was supposed to be the complete conclusion of Windows. It was supposed to be just called Windows, by the way, but it's ended. It's shut down. It's shut down. I don't think I really care. I don't think there's really anything to say about Smash 6. It's supposed to be releasing not too long, or supposed to be announced not too long from now. According to Smash 5, Smash Ultimate, it was revealed 1 year in July, the same time right now, July 12th, or June 12th, sorry, June 12th. But it's not. Obviously, it's not June 12th right now, so I don't know. It's probably going to happen probably very soon, definitely in the summer, if it releases at all. But yeah, when it does, when it maybe like launches this trailer for it or something like that, or the announcement, sorry, I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to say anything really about it. So yeah, I guess you guys heard it from here. There's going to be no more talking about this. I don't think that's going to be talking about. I'm not going to be pretty much ever talking about probably the Smash series pretty much at all. So yeah, that's what the situation is pretty much right now. So with that said, I think we're going to be probably moving on to the other story of today. So we can move on to that. And so yeah, so like I was saying, for today's story, I think you guys definitely probably heard about it. Shoot, news. I think you guys have probably obviously heard about it. But yeah, I think it's redundant to talk about it, but I don't know why I. There's no reason why I should not talk about it though, because it's like so important. Uh, I don't know. uh, well, as like a way of maybe like completing the whole cycle of today, the whole um headlines for today, we'll just probably continue on to talk about it. So yeah, I guess I guess continue. We're going to be talking about it right now. So as you guys know, should I even bother explaining what's happening? Hold on. Should Dude, I'm not gonna lie. Should I even bother to explain what's happening though? Okay, you know what? I'll just quickly, briefly talk about it. I'm not going to be you know, I'm going to be talking about it, but also trying to give my thoughts on thoughts on the the story, pretty much in general. So basically, what is happening right now? Oh shoot! Wait, hold on. Sorry, pausing one for one brief moment. PlayStation 6 almost guaranteed for 2028 after digital only news and analysis. Or PlayStation Boss thinks Sony ports U-turn doesn't make much sense. PC ports U-turn doesn't make much sense. Holy hell, Sony has just been like having a lot of things happening to them recently, actually. But yeah, anyway, I'll just explain it very briefly. So, uh, I don't think I can explain it that well though. Screw it, I'll just explain it anyways. So like I was saying, yeah. So the PlayStation consoles after 2027, so about next year, will pretty much never again have any sort of physical disc releases. So at 2027, at that point, pretty much there will never be probably any sort of there'll be pretty much only digital only games. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't care. I don't know how to feel. I don't need to look too much into it because I really don't care. I don't know why anyone really cares. This is such such a like weird issue to like be headline news about everyone everyone. I know why it's like a kind of a shocking news, but it, it should not be that big of a news. But like apparently it really is. For some reason, like these people who don't care at all. I know they don't care. Like Penguin Zero. Okay, this guy's just a fake person in general, bro. I don't like Charlie. I don't like Penguin Zero. I whatever the hell. Moist critical. I'm gonna say just moist critical. I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, moist critical. This dude is such a larper. He pretends to be really upset by this. Everyone should hate this. Dude, I know you don't care. Like, I know you don't care. You're just pretending to take this stupid side without really having any really informed analysis of the situation here. I don't know. It just feels like some sort of fake drama. By the way, don't watch this idiot's videos. This guy pretty much sucks. I don't. He appeals to the lowest common denominator possible. It is such trash slop content. Don't watch voice critical videos. The laziest possible content. Well, laziest. I don't know what to say. This is like BuzzFeed content. This is trash. This is absolutely like not good. Yeah, sorry. Anyway, I had to get that out of my system. This just made me pretty upset, but this didn't make me upset. This idiot made me upset. But yeah, anyway, pretends to hate this decision without really understanding it, without really knowing what's happening. I don't know. I feel like he's just trying to appeal to the nostalgic idiots who are watching this content. But yeah, as just like entertainment, well like respond to this video. First, actually, you know what? Yeah, first off, we'll probably just like understand what's happening. We'll skim a bit of this Kotaku article. Very, very briefly. No one chat so far, actually. No, nobody chat actually right now, so. Okay. Should I record the video very briefly? Should I record it? Yeah, sure. I'll record the video. We'll record the video very, very briefly. Okay. I guess. Hold on. We have some sort of. Okay, we'll have some sort of music in the background. Okay. So we'll record the video very briefly. By the way, did you guys like the on the video I uploaded, by the way? Where's the channel? Oh yeah, right here. The thumbnails were like crazy to make. I had to make some clickbait, thumbnail and title. But yeah, did you guys like these videos, by the way? I thought they were gonna be taken off, by the way. They did not take off, in fact. No, but like, I felt like an actual real YouTube channel. With these videos, or with these title thumbnails, I had to think about how to click these like very effectively. I put in parentheses like for both of these videos. I put it in like parentheses. More. I don't know how to say like the actual clickbait parts. That's where the parentheses. That's where I put in. But unfortunately for the title, I couldn't really lie clickbait for the title. I had to put like factual information, what the video is. Obviously, it's a title. I could lie and say something like, well that happened, or something like that for the title. But should I do that? No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna lie. No one cares. No one knows what's Wait. I should put in the title actually, or put in the thumbnail the actual information, and I should put in the title some sort of clickbait. That's a much better. That's a much better compromise. Okay, we'll get into this a little bit. First, so we'll quickly find the audio in the background. That's good. That's good. That's good. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, I guess we'll start. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna lie, I expect a lot of hate for for this video. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna completely trash on voice critical. I'm not gonna support this decision. This is not a corporation versus us decision, bro. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Hello everybody, how's it going? So, today we had some, I wouldn't say interesting news or big news. I'm not gonna lie, this is just like something we should pretty much expect. This is not something very like mind blowing or something like that. But yeah, as you guys obviously have heard, everywhere, pretty much everywhere, everyone has been like talking about this. I thought this was kind of redundant to talk about, but I don't know. I thought I could give my 2 cents on it. Pretty much everyone's been talking about it. This is one article, Nintendo Life. Okay, I couldn't find Nintendo Life article, but I'm pretty sure it exists. Another source, like headline news, Kotaku headline news. I'm sure IGN too. It's probably headline news there. IGN. Yeah, headline news right now. Top story number 1. Sony shocks decision to kill the discs on PlayStation tells us a lot about PS6. And that's a long title, bro. I don't know. You didn't need to say all that. You didn't need to put in all that. Okay, yeah. Anyway, what other journalist sources should I show you? I don't know. I think you get the point. Like, this is completely unavoidable. This specific news. Actually, you know what? We'll talk about it through the IGN article. I think this would have a bit more detailed analysis of the situation, since IGN is really big. So, yeah. So, like I was saying, this is super big, and I thought it was kind of redundant to talk about. I'm streaming right now, and as you guys know, like I was gonna be talking about the stories of that's happening in the past very recently, in the past day or 2 days, and I was trying to avoid really talking about this. This just released not too long ago, a few hours ago, and pretty much everyone has been talking about it. Like this slop channel, this news channel. I don't know. This is Penguins here. Obviously, you know, most critical. He's talking about it. Moon Horror. This just released 2 hours ago, apparently. Moon Horror. Another recent like news channel talked about it 2 hours ago. I thought it was like extremely redundant to like give like have this be even like add on to this. I thought this was like completely not needed from my end, but I wanted to like give my 2 cents honestly, because I don't know if anyone else could be also like feeling like this way, but this feels like such a unneeded thing to be upset about. I'm not gonna lie. So I don't know if I should like give what is generally happening. Okay, just for like complete example, I'm gonna explain it. So basically, what's going on is that how should I say this? Sony has like officially confirmed that by 2027, or sorry, I think this is saying 2028. I'm guessing. Wait, really? I thought it was 2027. Hold on, wait 1 second. Sony just killed the physical discs. production to end 2028. Oh, okay, so my bad. I think it is 2028. Okay, so by 2028, there will Sony officially confirmed there will never be any sort of physical discs for future games on any Sony consoles. So yeah, I mean, like, obviously, like, I can understand how this would be kind of like shocking, because this has been around for a long time. Obviously, physical media for video games have been around. It's obviously like the whole medium of entertainment pretty much started with like cartridges and stuff like that. And Sony's like one of the biggest not publishers. What is the title for? Probably like companies in the industry, basically. One of the biggest companies in the industry. And yeah, this is like a huge huge decision to like end their releases of physical games. And I'm really like confused how this is like extremely like unpopular, because first off, this is not even really like new. This is not new at all. Like there's so many game consoles, game producers, and game studios that don't like have any sort of physical release for the game, and nobody cares. Nobody cares like at all. And we've pretty much all seen the decline and like complete like apathy to physical games. We've pretty much all seen the huge decline, like multiple game stores like shutting down and everything like that. And we're somehow upset that like Sony made the obvious decision to stop making physical titles, physical discs that will never sell, and that is like a complete like waste of money. I think this is such a stupid thing to get upset about when it's been pretty much seen for a long time that this was pretty much foreseen that this was going to happen. And I'm just kind of like confused how this would really affect anybody negatively. We can like move on completely without physical discs, and we have been doing that. Okay, so by 2028, when there's like basically no physical discs that's going to be in production anymore for PlayStation consoles. Mind you, for only PlayStation consoles, by the way, I guarantee you, nothing bad is gonna happen from this. The world is not gonna end. There's no reason to hate this. I don't know what is there to be really very upset about, but apparently some people are really upset. Like this guy, Penguin Zero, Moist Critical, whatever he's called. Apparently, he's like pretending to be upset. Everyone should hate this. Yeah, I agree. Everyone should hate this everyone should hate this if they have literally no idea of logic and have no information about the situation of what's happening. And I guarantee you, this guy has such a shallow understanding of the information of the situation of what's happening, bro. Yeah, I haven't really watched it, but I looked. I don't know. Maybe this is just like jumping to conclusions. But I get the feeling there's no real like logic to be upset about, aside from just having something be lost, having something be discontinued that's existed for a long time. It's like a piece of them that is not it's like shutting down, but they get like this like like nonsensically upset about this decision, and yeah, I'm assuming that this is what this video is going to be really like talking about. There's no real like actual logic to this. There's pretty much only positives. At least from what I see, there's really not much downsides to like discontinuing. Mind you, this is discontinuing only PlayStation physical releases. Everyone else can have still physical. At least like some big game publishers are gonna have like physical too. Nintendo's gonna have physical. Xbox gonna have physical. PlayStation is not gonna have physical, and they're gonna go pretty much the same way as Steam. Like, I don't know. Are you guys upset with Steam? That they don't have physical. I don't know what is the problem. I don't really understand. Okay, I know this dude doesn't make really high quality content pretty much at all. But I don't know. Like looking at these videos have no real quality to them. And I guarantee you the points in this video don't have really any meaningful like substance. But I don't know, I thought there would be more like complex, more like a complex understanding than just hating, just to pretty much just hating something that's happening that has no real logic behind it. But I don't know, we'll give it like a, I don't know. We'll get like a bit of a chance. I don't know. Maybe I'm very wrong. Let's lower the volume a bit. So maybe check out a bit of this video.
To witness the extinction of the dinosaurs, nor was I there to see the death of the final saber-toothed tiger. But boy howdy, I'm lucky enough to be here to witness the extinction.
Oh my god. Okay.
Of physical games.
This dude is incredibly cringe.
I swear, Sony
Hard to
treats
watch.
physical media the same way the Men in Black treated people that witnessed alien activity. Get the neuralizer up?
Oh, sorry. Was I playing some audio in the background? Yeah, no. Oh, sorry. Okay. Okay, sorry, that was a bit hard here.
Look here. No such thing as this. There's only digital. They have now just driven the final stake in the vampire's heart, the evil menace known as physical media. They have announced that they are ending physical production in January 2028 for new games releasing on PlayStation consoles. For those that don't know, this means there will never be a physical disc for a PlayStation game, even if it's not a first-party title, because in order to even have a physical game on Sony's platform, it has to go through Sony. Thus, there will no longer be that green light, that thumbs up that lets you make a disc for their platform. It is only digital going forward. There is only Zool. It's unhinged insanity because this comes only days after Sony just pulled over 500 movies from customers' accounts that they paid for while offering no refunds for it. So customers had 500 movie titles that have now just fizzled into the ether, into the fucking back rooms, and Sony says, suck our dick. You don't even get your money back. So you paid for limited access to these films. You rented them fundamentally, even though you were under the impression that you were buying.
Dude, I don't care. There's nothing to do with anything about this situation, like or about this this controversy. Bro. Can you stay on topic? By the way. I really don't care.
Companies are depending on the licensing. The movies are getting pulled because
I don't care.
Vita, meaning hundreds.
Wait, what is this about?
This announcement in light of that, while also announcing that they're shutting down the PSN store for PlayStation 3 and PS Vita, meaning hundreds, if not thousands, of digital.
Oh my god, dude, this has been 20 years. It's been 20 years, by the way. The PS3 is 20 years old. How long do you expect them to really keep the PS Store? The PS Store still running?
Games that existed on those platforms are now gone forever and not preserved because there wasn't physical copies of them. They were just digital titles there. So they are genuinely right in your face.
Oh my god. Okay. What do you expect them? What do you expect it to do? Okay. Just take it up with the game producers, studios, who make these games that are like lost now, and like tell them to remake, to have them be on Steam or something like that. Oh my god, that's not Sony's responsibility. That's really not. Oh my god, this is just blind hate, for no reason, basically, because they have nothing better to do. Oh my god.
Hitting fucking Fortnite emotes on that ass, laughing and goating in front of you, showing like, yeah, you will own.
That's not their responsibility. Oh my god. Okay.
Nothing and be happy. Look, We just took down this store, revoking your access to these games that you.
This is such entitlement, but I don't know if they have any. Okay. They don't have any sort of like complex understanding, but they're always just a victim. They're just always a victim. I don't know. This to me, this is what this really like boils down to. I don't think we need to see. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think we need to see really any more of this. This is just confirming what this video was initially, which is just like unreally like unsophisticated, very shallow understanding of a situation that makes pretty much total sense. It needs to be killed. It's been completely like irrelevant for years. It's been not needed for years, and this is just wasting a ton of production and resources and effort that does not need to be made or need to be done. Dude. Okay, so I think we generally know what the very shallow logic,
Again,
basically no logic, of this dislike of a fundamentally like positive decision pretty much is. I don't know. I'm not really surprised. This channel, this specific channel, Penguin Zero, it does not make high quality videos pretty much at all, or pretty much high quality points, or complex, interesting points pretty much at all. It's always just the emotional gut responses without really any nuance or room for like complexity. Okay, so that was pretty much my thoughts of, I guess, the controversy, as you will. So yeah, I don't really understand it, and I'm getting the feeling that it's not really based off anything that comes from, you know, like a mature logical understanding. This is mostly just like an emotional like gut response, and from, you know, what people like want to hear rather than what is a good like productive decision. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That was pretty much it for what I want to talk about. All right, thanks for watching. All right, bye. Okay, so that's it. That was the video. Okay. I expect quite quite a bit of not very happy responses from that from that video. I didn't have positive things to say about some people's idol right there. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, that was pretty much the situation, I guess, and my thoughts about it. Yeah, I guess that was pretty much every story of today that I wanted to really talk about. Yeah, I don't think I have really any need to go more further into this this story. Jesus Christ, there's so many comments. I don't care. First off, I don't care that they made a decision. That's a fine decision. That was logical. That wasn't any sort of that wasn't really a bad decision. But it's somehow getting like this like emotionally like very like this like deranged response. I don't really understand it. Okay, this is a Kotaku. This is a Kotaku article. I'll probably like check out just a bit of the comments here. I, I, I'm gonna guess this is just a lot of people here who have no life, just trying to play the victim. Like there's some victim of something. Even though a large like it's literally just one game content produce company, a game published company, literally just one um content manufacturing company who does not one game company. I don't know the exact terminology, but I'm gonna say game company. One game company who's not going to be making physical games. Literally just one, and they're making it sound like someone died, or their family died, or someone actually pretty much someone like very very famous died or something like that. They make it sound like their like father died or something. They are out of control. I really hope Sony does not go back on this decision. They continue this, bro. This is like a really like obvious decision that you should be not continuing discs, obviously. Okay, so okay, let's read a bit of these responses. Okay, this means all remaining game disc and disc equipped consoles just got way more valuable to future collectors. Save your discs and consoles. Okay, that's not actually someone that's angry. Maybe, yeah, that's what's gonna happen. Why are people gonna buy systems anymore when they can buy a PC now? PC will be backwards compatible forever. These systems are just constraints. Steam engines now. PS3 was the worst system I ever bought, and I can't play the games anymore because they don't make the system. GTA 6. Dude, if you think people aren't gonna buy game consoles anymore, I don't know what to tell you. And that is a crazy take to say like the PS3 is the worst game system I ever bought. I mean, probably I would say that like 100%, maybe in like 2009 or something like that, 2008, when it was like literally like basically just a expensive paperweight. Nothing was made for it. Okay, so brothers do the same. End of an era, the next game generation. The next generation of gamers won't be able to experience going to GameStop or other game stores on launch day and picking up the next big hit on or sequel, and everyone in the game store is hyped about it. Dude, I need to be. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think really anyone wants that anymore. I don't want that. Uh, that is just like annoying stress. I don't care to have. Also, that's like a very small amount of people. I have pretty much never seen. I never went to midnight releases, even though I was around when they were like pretty big. Um, and there's like a chance like the stock will not be available, and that is going to be pretty much impossible like right now. I guess retail presence and visibility isn't as important as it used to be, and if they have the numbers to back the move. Not a fan in any case. I still like to go into stores and have a poke around. Oh my god, that is not an argument. saying but I like it. I know this is logically making sense, but I don't like it. And I like this other thing that I used to do. I don't know, bro. That is not that. What is? Why did you? That's not a reason. That's not a reason at all. I guess that's a reason why you prefer how it used to be. If the PS6 comes out at if the PS6 comes out at well over a grand CAD, there's basically zero chance I'll be able to justify it anyway. I actually 100% agree. Yeah, yeah. Don't do that. Don't do that. But honestly, that's kind of the reason why I don't have any need for like a PS5 pretty much at all. The only reason why you get a PS5 or um a game console is just like convenient and um I don't know, just like ease pretty much, ease to set it up. The fact that further cements the fact that this further cements the fact that legally we haven't owned the games we bought since the end of PS4. Xbox One is criminal. This guy needs to fix up his grammar. This is all part of the legal plan to continue to make us buy, aka rent licenses for games. No, this is not part of the conspiracy. Okay, I'm not gonna waste my time with anyone who hears talk about conspiracies, bro. Those are just deranged, like, and idiotic. Honestly, a lot like like rejecting something that is like positive like this. It's kind of idiotic, but I don't know. I'm just not going to engage with any sort of like stupid conspiracies, bro. That is a new level of idiocy. I'm not going to be caring to waste my time on. Okay, this is outrageous. Customers need to start voting with our wallets and making clear that no physical media, no purchase. I don't care what they pull out. I will not buy a game that doesn't have a physical disc because we've learned very recently digital purchases mean you don't really own anything. No, idiot. You can play it offline. You own it. I don't know if I need to explain how storage works. Um, they can restrict you, but they can never they these companies can never let you not own it. Even if it's digital, you will always own it. You can play it in what, like 20 2090, bro. If it's digital. Okay. I can play my Steam games uh when there is no when every country is nuked and everyone and 80% of the world is dead. I will still be able to play my Steam games in that apocalypse, bro. You, even though it's digital. That's how I just because we need to start voting with our wallet and making clear that no physical purchase equals no physical equals no purchase. Dude, that is never going to happen. First off, that is literally never going to happen. No physical is fine. You don't need to have everything physical. People don't have room for physical things. I can't really get anything physical because I don't really have any room for that stuff. Okay, I don't care what they pull out. Okay, okay. I don't care. It's not an argument. That's not a reason for anything. It's bad enough that most discs are simple digital codes in another package to download the game. That eats up expensive hard drive space. Are you stupid? Are you just like dumb? That doesn't make any sense. I don't think you really know. First, I don't. You definitely don't know how digital storage works. Sounds like Sony's going out of business by about 2029. That'll never happen, bro. By 2028, I don't think anything will change in Sony's revenue. Actually, maybe actually Sony will actually probably get more profitable because they don't need to waste money uh to buy physical production, because that production, actually manufacturing, takes a lot of money, and they don't need to do that anymore. I feel the death of disc started years ago. Take for example, Cyberpunk 2077, a game I bought day one on disc. The game on disc is virtually unplayable and doesn't resemble the game it is today. My purchase covers all updates, but those are digital only, so many games release day one patches, usually not in the state of Cyberpunk, but in the disc, the disc someone purchases has bugs, at times missing features. Blah blah. Okay, I get what you're trying to say. Yeah, pretty much. The actual disc version has so many updates and like patches. The original disc is like unplayable. I 100% agree. Obviously, yeah. Because that's like the limitation of a disc. It just has like very limited storage. Sony outright, I definitely prefer to pay $80 for a new game off PSN than pay 60 and have. You're not paying 60 for physical. Physical obviously is way more, and have one of those pesky discs laying around. Yep. Okay. I don't know if he's being sarcastic. Because there's like tax and stuff like that. That's gonna be yeah, like a huge markup. And also, um, first off, the manufacturing of the actual like physical product. Second off, the actual like retailer who's purchasing it is gonna obviously want to make some money from that, so they're gonna mark it up. Third off, um, uh, tax too. There's gonna be uh like huge tax on that, way more obviously than you would get having it digitally. Digitally, all they need to do is give you the game data, the digital game data. That's it. So yeah, there's really only positives to actually having a digital only digital only games to buy. Good, reduces pollution and emission. Exactly. This is huge. This is actually really huge for reducing waste too. Good, reduces pollution and emission. Who needs a useless piece of plastic when you can just download the data? Ownership regulations are a different problem, which must be solved through the laws. Not by purchasing physical objects out of the fear to lose access. Exactly. Oh my god. Oh my god. He has he has 23 dislikes, by the way. Yo, they don't listen to actually any logic, bro. Yeah. Like they don't actually like have any real reason to like reject what he's saying right here. This is exactly what I'm trying to say. This is like a very good decision. This is like very good points too. I don't know, bro. I feel like this is a waste of time to actually go into. The entire generation will lost to the entire generation will lost to time because people in the future won't be able to access our decaying and outdated hard drives. Decaying and outdated. What do you think? I'm sorry. What do you think a physical disk is? Okay. It is just another hard drive. It is just another. Oh my god! Oh my god! Dude. Physical physical discs are even worse because there's no actual real protection for them. They're literally the exposed game data, the actual like information. Like there's so many physical games that have died. Oh my god. And also that's literally impossible. There's so many downloads for this game. There's literally so many downloads that's every single piece of digital storage will eventually like die. And especially with like how they've been advancing digital storages right now, they can literally just like take that data and then put it on another storage that's like much that's much more effective. They can take you can't do that with like a physical disk at all. Once it's on there, it's like you will not ever be able to um to take it out and archive it or even copy it. With digital, you can literally copy it like for pretty much like hundreds of thousands of times. That's not pretty much that's not a reason at all. Oh my god, and this is so stupid. It is literally just one. I don't know how to say this. Like this is literally just one company, one game company. The rest are making physical too. I don't know. I guess they need something to be upset about. Okay, so I guess that's pretty much it for now. That's all the that is all the stories that is out today. So yeah, I guess that is everything I want to talk about. What is going on here? Why is Xenoverse 2? It's released in 2016. It is $2. That is insane. It used to be like, yeah, it used to be like $70. Holy hell! The special edition, the deluxe edition is $5. What is going on? They're like throwing out at like cheap, very like dirt cheap prices. It's definitely suspicious. It's probably some like microtransaction that's going to be introduced in the game anyway. So I don't know about that. Yeah, yeah. That's a huge sale that's happening actually pretty recently right now. I thought it was pretty much just for Arc System Works games. Oh no, it's a Bandai Namco games. Yeah. Even now, it's just actually kind of crazy. The thought of a Bandai Namco. It's like a combined studio. It used to be Namco and Bandai. Anyway, yeah. It's just a bunch of anime games. Naruto X Boruto Ultimate Digital Collection. Damn, when was this released? This was released 2023. That's crazy. I didn't hear about this actually. I have the original Storm game on Steam. Check it out. Actually, right here. Yeah, I have it right here. Storm 4 and Storm Original. Those are the most actually those are the most interesting games. It's the only games I kind of interested in. All right, it's interesting. Okay. Well, I guess that's what's happening right now. Okay, so that's pretty much all the stories right now. I'll probably make a recent video on this. Shoot. I'll probably make a recent video on this. So yeah, you can catch that pretty soon. Okay. So yeah, thanks for watching everybody. So make sure to hit the subscribe button. I don't think anyone's really like in chat so far. Pretty much the whole stream. So yeah, I guess that's pretty much it for now. All right. So I'll catch you later. All right. See you later.